Hi, my name is Christina Morales, and today I have two very special guests with me. I have Rick Fuller from the Rick Fuller team. He is a real estate coach and industry leader. And I also have one of my new favorite people with me today, Christine Davis, who is a senior loan officer with Supreme Lending. She's closed numerous transactions with the Rick Fuller team, and so I'm excited to talk with both of you today. Welcome.
Thank
you, Christina.
So Rick, I'd like to start with you. You've been in the real estate industry for many years now. Can you tell me the importance of finding the right lender? And why did you choose Christine to help you with so many of these transactions?
Well, Christina, thanks for facilitating this interview. Really, we start with finding the right who's. Then it's about the right what. And we have to find the right team members in order to provide our clients the kind of experience they're excited to tell a friend about. What we've discovered is that nobody forgets their last move. They remember eating pizza on moving boxes or their moving truck, or when their realtor and lender provided them keys to their first home or their next home. And what we needed was a lending partner that could provide the kind of experience that they were excited to tell a friend about. And that's more than just delivering what you say you're going to do. It's going above and beyond. And that's what Christine Davis does. I have never met a mortgage lender that cares more than Christine Davis. I mean, she genuinely cares that not only that the loan goes through, that the transaction is closed, that the family is able to move from one home to the next, but she cares about their experience. She cares that they have a good experience. She cares that they have the kind of experience that they're excited to tell a friend about. So Christine, you and I have been working together for several years, and she just does an amazing job. When I need financing for one of my properties, I reach out to Christine. That's how much I believe in her. And so we've been working together for several years, and it's all about making sure that our clients really have the kind of experience they're excited to tell a friend about.
So Christine, how did you become a loan officer? It's not something when you're a little girl that you say, when I grow up, I want to be a loan officer.
Oh, and I sure didn't. And when I was going through school, I hated math, and now I do math all day long. So you just never know. But as a mother with young children, I started in the banking industry because I could be a teller while they were at school and be home by the time they got home from school. After they were grown and I was able to work full time, I stayed in banking for a long time, and I just loved getting to know my clients and figuring out, no matter what those big banks wanted me to push on them, what was going to work for them in their situation. And I became really great and was approached by the mortgage people at the bank I was working at saying, you're so good at discovering this need for people. How would you like to do this on your own? And they trained me to do it, and I've now been doing it almost 15 years. And it's what I want to do now when I grow up, and I'm never going to switch. It's absolutely phenomenal to build those relationships with people.
Well, you're so good at it, so you definitely found the right niche for you. So Rick, for many people, home buying is such an intimidating process. Can you explain how a strong relationship between a lender and an agent benefits your clients?
So Christina, I remember when I bought my very first home, I was in my mid-20s, and the decision to buy a home was amazing. It was going up in value. I was not paying my rent anymore. I was paying down my own mortgage. And this was before Christine Davis and I had ever met. And when I bought my first home, the decision was incredible, but the process was frustrating. Partly because I didn't know what I didn't know. It was very frustrating with the lending part, providing all the documents, the tax returns, the pay stubs, the income statements, and all the things that were necessary. So when Christine and I started working together, we started looking at how can we work together to provide our clients the very best experience. And it was birthed from that experience that I had. It was birthed from having a negative experience and wanting to make sure that our clients that never forget their last move really have the kind of experience that they're excited to tell a friend about. And so Christine and I have been working on that. Does everything go perfectly? No, there's always bumps in the road. There's always turbulence. It's part of what our jobs are. But we've learned is that we can navigate around that turbulence. We can avoid those bumps in the road, or make sure that we take them in such a way that it doesn't disrupt our client's experience. And that's how Christine Davis and I have been working together. And it's how we've generated nearly 1,000 five-star reviews by focusing on providing our clients the kind of experience they're excited to tell a friend about. So if you don't have a good realtor-lender combination, I mean, it is a critical partner. And either one of them, if they don't work well together and to a mutual, what I call a shared purpose, the purpose is to provide our client a safe landing in their new home. If they don't have that shared purpose, it can destroy your experience. You still may get the home. You still may close escrow. You still may get the keys, but it destroys that experience. What we found is from our youngest client to our oldest client and their entire family, nobody ever forgets to move. And you don't move that often. You go and get an ice cream cone far more often than you get sets of keys to a new home. And so if you're going to only move 5 to 7 years, work with a real estate team that sells lots of homes and that can provide our clients the kind of experience they're excited to.
That's great advice. So Christine, if someone's thinking about buying a home right now, what steps should they go through? What should they do to prepare so that way they can start this process?
You know, it's really a lot simpler than people think. In order to see if you qualify for a home, we need to look at your credit and see how you've handled credit in the past and make sure you've got a history of doing that. It's okay if you've had issues in the past. We can get beyond those and work together for it. You need to show consistent income, and you need to be able to show that you have a very small amount in certain situations, because there's assistance for you, but a very small amount saved up to be able to start the process. Well, a lot of lenders will just take your pay stub and say, oh, great, you have a job. But Rick and I together as a team want to take people to the highest level they can. And that's really important because you're going to go out, you're going to start looking for homes, you're going to fall in love with a house, and you're going to find out that there's a snag. We want to make sure that any speed bumps that are going to come up along the way are handled before we get there so that you can confidently go and shop and know what you're approved for. There's, of course, a final process. Everything needs to stay the same. But as long as we get on a roadmap and we show people how to get where they can be to go out with that pre-approval letter with their agent that I've spoken closely with and they understand what the parameters of the loan, we pull through 95 to 97% of all of our loans because we build it all in the beginning. I will ask for more documents than a lot of lenders because I want to make sure. And my team behind me will do some of the processes ahead of time so that all we need is a property and that final stamp from an underwriter saying you are good to go, and we can get them their keys. And it's not that much work. And if the process is explained, if we do everything up front, there's not the back and forth that can drive people nuts. and it really works well, and we have years of experience doing it that way.
I love that. I love preparing ahead and getting the best result. That's awesome.
That's right.
So Rick, I hear that interest rates are extremely low right now. Can you explain how this is going to benefit a home buyer?
Well, I'm actually personally shocked that the interest rates have remained as low as they are. As of this recording, the stock market has risen significantly, and that interest rates are still low. Every year we hear that interest rates are going to be higher. And if you listen to your local AM station, you've probably heard it over and over and over again that interest rates are at a record low, and they remain at a record low up to this point. It's actually shocking how low they've been. And in recent days, they've dropped even further. So having a low interest rate is significantly beneficial to both a homeowner that's selling their home and someone who wants to buy a property. A homeowner is benefited by having low interest rates because it increases the buyer pool, the people that want to buy their home. There's more of them, and they have more affordability, and they have more purchasing power when there's low interest rates. In other words, you put a house up for sale, and with low interest rates, there are more people that can purchase that home. There are more people standing outside of the door ready to make an offer because they have the purchase power. For a buyer, someone who's looking to buy a home, first-time home buyer or move-up buyer, perhaps you're downsizing, kids moved out of the house, it translates into less interest paid and a smaller mortgage payment. You know, Christine Davis and I have been working together for a long time, and I've had the privilege of passing out over 1,000 sets of keys to home buyers, and almost every one of them, their biggest concern is what's going to be my monthly payment. And when you have lower interest rates, you have a lower monthly mortgage payment. And that's a significant savings. The other benefit is that over the course of the loan term, you're going to pay a lot less interest. And so if we can benefit our prospective home buyers by reducing their mortgage payment and providing them less interest that they're going to be paying over the course of the loan term, it's a fantastic savings. And we are in what I would call a very unique market, even a perfect storm that's occurred with low interest rates, real estate that, especially in the communities that we're in, are still very affordable, down payment assistance programs that are available. All of this is both beneficial to those that are transitioning from one home to the next and for those that are buying their first home.
That's great. So Christine, obviously, as Rick said, now is a great time to buy or sell. So how would someone be able to get in contact with you, Christine?
Well, if you'd like me to, my phone number is 925-628-8002, but also my email address at Supreme Lending. It's Christine.Davis at Supreme Lending, but I'm available 7 days a week, afternoons, evenings, and weekends for people that have jobs all week long or in commute. And I'm actually pretty easy to get a hold of. So I'd be happy to help anyone that is looking and would like to go through the process.
That's great. I'll put all of that information also at the end of this video so anyone can get a hold of you, because just from our talks, I know you're the best in the business. I trust you completely. You're my go-to woman. So
thank you so much. All right, I'll hook you up.
Thank you. And Rick, with home prices climbing and mortgage rates so low, what advice do you have for someone who's watching this video, and how can they connect with the agent that's right for them?
That's a great question. So how do you find the right real estate team? Well, of course, we're a part of a real estate team and we're a little biased, but if I was looking for a real estate team outside of our area, we have offices throughout the San Francisco Bay Area and Sacramento County. And if I was looking for a real estate team outside of our area, there'd be 3 things I would look at. Number 1 is I would look at the past experiences of their clients. Today we call them reviews. My guess is that you don't eat at a restaurant or sleep in a hotel bed without reading the reviews of the hotel and the restaurant. Why would you put your most important asset on the market or to be represented by someone in the purchase of a property without reading their reviews first? That's the experience of their past clients, and it tells more than anyone could verbally say about themselves. The second thing I would look at is, are they selling real estate in that area? Are they a market expert? We're very knowledgeable in the San Francisco Bay Area and Sacramento County, but I know very little about Nebraska real estate. So find a local expert. You've heard the old axiom, it's location, location, location. That's very, very, very accurate and very, very true. A mobile home in Kansas may be worth $5,000. A mobile home on the bluff of Malibu may be worth more like $5 million. Same mobile home, different communities. It's all about location. So the second thing I would do is that agent, is that real estate team, are they selling real estate in your market? Now, the internet's made this really easy. You can put in the real estate agent's name and then put behind their name Zillow. And the Zillow website actually tracks their production. So you don't have to guess if they're selling homes in your market. You can look and see from an independent third party, are they selling homes in your community? Do they understand that location? Do they know the schools, the parks, the community, the tax rate? Are they privy to that? And the third thing I would look for is, who are they endorsed by? Everybody's endorsed by their mom. Like every mom loves, everybody gets an endorsement from their mom. But is there anyone outside of the realtors and lenders' mom that's endorsing them? Are they endorsed by the Chamber of Commerce? Are they endorsed by Dave Ramsey? Who are they endorsed by? Who's putting their stamp of approval on that real estate team? So those are the three things that we use, which are all independent sources. You can look at those things online to determine if you're selecting the right real estate team. Remember, a real estate team can do a lot more than a solo agent. Solo agent is a generalist. And my guess is if you had a toothache, you probably wouldn't go to a general doctor, but you'd go to a dentist. A real estate specialist and a real estate team can provide you a specialist that can provide you the very best service. As you've heard me talk about, the kind of experience that you're excited.
Yeah, that's amazing information, Rick. You always have something new to share. And so thank you. The home buying process can be so intimidating, but with this advice, it's a journey that a lot of people can take. So thank you.
You bet.
So Rick and Christine, thank you so much for taking the time to share your insights and your wisdom with me and our audience. It's so nice to know that we have someone to go to ask questions, and both of you have answered our questions completely. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you. If you have any comments as you're watching this video or questions, please put them in the comment section below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.